The Meenakshi Amman Temple, located in the city of Madurai in the southern state of Tamil Nadu, India, is a magnificent and awe-inspiring sight to behold. Dedicated to the goddess Meenakshi, who is believed to be an incarnation of the Hindu goddess Parvati, this temple is one of the most important and sacred sites in all of India. The temple complex is vast, covering an area of over 14 acres, and is a stunning example of Dravidian architecture. The towering gopurams, or entrance towers, are adorned with intricate carvings and sculptures depicting scenes from Hindu mythology. As you approach the temple, you are greeted by the sight of these towering structures, which seem to reach up to the heavens themselves. Once inside the temple complex, you are surrounded by a sense of peace and tranquility. The air is filled with the scent of incense and the sound of chanting, creating a truly spiritual atmosphere. The main sanctum of the temple is dedicated to Meenakshi, with a smaller sanctum dedicated to her consort, Lord Shiva. The walls of the temple are covered in vibrant paintings and sculptures, each one telling a story or conveying a message. The intricate details and vibrant colors are a testament to the skill and craftsmanship of the artisans who created them. Every corner of the temple is filled with beauty and wonder, inviting you to explore and discover its secrets. One of the most striking features of the Meenakshi Amman Temple is the Hall of Thousand Pillars, a vast hall supported by rows of intricately carved pillars. Each pillar is unique, with its own design and story to tell. Walking through this hall is like stepping back in time, surrounded by the art and architecture of a bygone era. As you wander through the temple complex, you come across various shrines and smaller temples dedicated to different gods and goddesses. Each one is a place of worship and devotion, with devotees offering prayers and performing rituals to seek blessings and guidance. The Meenakshi Amman Temple is not just a place of worship, but also a center of culture and tradition. Throughout the year, the temple hosts various festivals and events, drawing pilgrims and visitors from all over the world. These celebrations are a riot of color and sound, with music, dance, and processions filling the streets around the temple. Visiting the Meenakshi Amman Temple is an experience like no other. It is a journey into the heart of Hindu spirituality and a chance to witness the beauty and grandeur of one of India's most sacred sites. Whether you are a devout believer or simply a curious traveler, this temple will leave you in awe of its majesty and magnificence. The Meenakshi Amman Temple is dedicated to Meenakshi, a form of Goddess Parvati, and her consort Sundareswarar, a form of Lord Shiva. The temple complex, which is over 2,500 years old, holds great religious and cultural significance. It is a major pilgrimage site for Hindus and attracts millions of visitors every year. The most important festival celebrated at the Meenakshi Amman Temple is the Meenakshi Thirukalyanam, which commemorates the divine marriage of Meenakshi and Sundareswarar. This festival, part of the larger Chithirai Festival, lasts for 10 days and includes various ceremonies, processions, and cultural events. The temple is not only a place of worship, but also a center of Tamil culture and art. Its legends, festivals, and daily rituals reflect the rich heritage and traditions of the Tamil people. The temple is open to visitors throughout the year. Non-Hindus are allowed to enter most parts of the temple except the main sanctum. The temple administration organizes guided tours for tourists to help them understand the history and significance of the temple. The Meenakshi Amman Temple stands as a testament to the architectural ingenuity, cultural richness, and spiritual significance of ancient India, continuing to be a source of inspiration and devotion for millions. The temple is an architectural marvel, famous for its intricate carvings and grand structures. It features 14 gopurams, gateway towers, each adorned with thousands of colorful sculptures depicting various gods, goddesses, demons, and mythical creatures. The tallest gopuram rises to about 170 feet. The temple complex covers 15 acres and has numerous shrines, halls, and corridors. The temple abounds in legends and myths. It is believed that Indra discovered the presence of Swayambhu Lingam during his trip through Madurai, and he enshrined it. This temple finds mention in ancient texts and was completely devastated in 1310. The temple was restored to its original glory in the 14th century. It is quite an architectural marvel with 14 temple towers with a height ranging between 45 to 50 meters. A 1,000-pillared hall is another major feature, with exquisitely sculpted pillars. There are musical pillars which produce sounds of different scales. A large water tank lies within the temple complex. The magnificent murals on the corridor walls depict the tales from Thiruvilayattal Puranam. Scores of devotees attend the Thirukalyanam, divine wedding, during the Chithirai Brahmotsavam, which is the most celebrated festival at the Meenakshi Temple Madurai. The festival reenacts the holy marriage of deities Meenakshi Devi and Lord Sundareswarar. The Navaratri festival held during September-October also draws people in huge numbers. The other major festivals are Avani Mula festival during August, September, and the Masi Mandala Utsavam during February, March. The Mandapam Hall also functions as a museum featuring antique items, coins, carvings, rare photographs, and idols. 8 forms of Goddess Sakti are featured as sculptures on the pillars of the Mandapam. The Meenakshi Naikar Mandapam also features sculptures depicting Goddess Meenakshi and Lord Shiva. The Muthapillai Mandapam, constructed in 1613, features statues of saints of Thirukavanam. The historic Meenakshi Amman Temple is located on the southern bank of the Vaigai River, Madurai, Tamil Nadu. Built sometime between the year 1623 and 1655, the wonderful architecture of the place is renowned globally. Meenakshi Temple is primarily dedicated to Parvati, known as Meenakshi, and her spouse, Shiva. What makes this temple different from the others is the fact that both god and goddess are worshipped together. The most striking feature of the temple is its exquisite facade, which has highly minute details with great art pieces incorporated in the walls and pillars. Meenakshi Amman Temple complex is made in accordance to the Shilpa Shastra and has 14 gateway towers or gopurams, golden vimanas, holy sanctums, and shrines dedicated to the revered goddess Meenakshi and many others. It is a major tourist attraction, with thousands of devotees visiting the shrine on a daily basis. The colorful abode of the triple-breasted warrior goddess Meenakshi, fish-eyed, an epithet for perfect eyes in classical Tamil poetry, is generally considered to be the peak of South Indian temple architecture, as vital to this region's aesthetic heritage as the Taj Mahal to North India. It's not so much a 17th-century temple as a 6-hectare complex with 12 tall gopurams, encrusted with a staggering array of gods, goddesses, demons, and heroes. 1511 on the 55m high South Gopuram alone. According to legend, the beautiful Meenakshi, a version of Parvati, was born with 3 breasts, and this prophecy, her superfluous breast would melt away when she met her husband. This happened when she met Shiva and took her place as his consort. The existing temple was mostly built during the 17th century reign of Tirumalai Nayak, but its origins go back 2,000 years to when Madurai was a Pandyan capital. The 4 streets surrounding the temple are pedestrian only. Temple dress codes and security are airport strict. No shoulders or legs, of either gender, may be exposed, and no bags or cameras are allowed inside. Despite this, the temple has a happier atmosphere than some of Tamil Nadu's more solemn shrines, and is adorned with especially vibrant ceiling and wall paintings. Every evening at 9 p.m., a frenetic, incense-clouded procession carries an icon of Sundareswarar, Shiva, to Meenakshi's shrine to spend the night. Visitors can follow along. Before or after entering the temple, look around the Podu Mandapa. The main temple entrance is through the eastern, oldest Gopuram. First, on the right, you'll come to the 1,000-pillared hall, now housing the fascinating Temple Art Museum. Moving on into the temple, you'll reach a Nandi shrine surrounded by more beautifully carved columns. Ahead is the main Shiva shrine, flanked on each side by massive dwarpals, and further ahead to the left in a separate enclosure is the main Meenakshi shrine, both off-limits to non-Hindus. Anyone can, however, wander round the Golden Lotus tank, where a small pavilion jutting out at the western end has ceiling murals depicting Sundareswarar and Meenakshi's marriage. Leave the temple via a hall of flower sellers and the arch-ceilinged Ashta Shakti Mandapa, lined with relief carvings of the goddess' 8 attributes and displaying the loveliest of all the temple's elaborately painted ceilings. This is actually the temple entrance for most worshippers. Of the many attractions that make South India a cultural paradise on earth, Meenakshi Temple is the most iconic and popular one. Located on the southern bank of the Vaigai River in Madurai, this Hindu temple is an epitome of classic architecture with murals so gorgeous that it will take your breath away. Dedicated to Lord Shiva and Goddess Meenakshi, this temple has become a major tourist spot over the years and is often referred to as the Mathura of South. But if you're still wondering what's in it for you, believe us, the reasons why you must visit and witness the eternal glory of this temple are endless, though are well reflected through its pictures. The Meenakshi Amman Temple is open throughout the year, but it is best to witness its beauty when both the weather and occasion are absolutely ideal for having an impeccable experience. While the summer months in Madurai are hot and humid, the monsoons are pleasant, which make July and August a good time for planning your trip. Nevertheless, the months from April to May are great for visiting too, especially if you wish to attend the Chithirai Festival. But it is from October to March, which marks the perfect time for visiting the glorious temple and taking a tour of the city, as the weather stays pleasant throughout the days. And as far as the temple is concerned, the best time to visit is early in the morning and also in the evening for the night ceremony. According to a legend, Meenakshi emerged out of a yajna as a 3-year-old girl. A king named Malayadwaja Pandya along with his wife Kanchanamali. The couple was unable to conceive a child and thus offered prayers to Lord Shiva to request him for a son. Instead of Lord Shiva, a triple-breasted girl appeared in front of the couple. While the royal couple were concerned, a divine voice assured them the 3rd breasts of the girl would disappear when she will meet her future husband. Meenakshi then ruled over Madurai, and neighboring kingdoms were also captured by her. The legend also tells us that she also captured Indralok. During her quest to capture Kailash, she was appeared by Lord Shiva, and immediately her 3rd breast disappeared. She knew that he was her future husband. Their wedding took place in Madurai and was attended by each and every god and goddess. The wedding ceremony is celebrated even today as Chithirai Festival. There are many reasons that add to the beauty of the temple, one of which are the different types of festivals that are held throughout the 12 months of the Tamil calendar year. Nevertheless, the temple has only one major festival, Chithirai Festival or Thirukalyanam Festival, which attracts millions of tourists every year in April. If you want to catch a true glimpse of Madurai's culture and festivity, then this is the best time to visit the temple. The long festival celebrates the divine union of Goddess Meenakshi with Lord Shiva, with innumerable legends woven around it, and offers an incredible sneak peek into the Tamilian culture, cuisine, and history. Apart from this main festival, there are also a number of other festivals that are hosted and celebrated in the temple, like the Vasantham Festival, Anjal Festival, Malaikata Festival, Aradra Dursun Festival, Tayatsavam, and more. Each festival has its own significance and is celebrated with much zeal and fervor. If you cannot visit during the summer, another great time to visit the temple is during the Navratri, when you can be a part of the Navratri festival and witness the colorful dolls called Galo displayed in the temple. Being a popular pilgrimage spot and a major tourist attraction, the temple also offers accommodation in the form of 3 lodges, which can only be booked at the time of the visit. The 3 lodges have been named as Burla Vishram, Sundareswarar Ilam, and Bakthargal Dangam Viduthi, and are situated on the West Chithirai Street. If you wish to stay in a hotel, some of the decent hotels nearby are Hotel Royal Court, Hotel Nambi, and Moskva Hotel.